Welcome to the GameMaker FastTrack. So here's the situation. You've got a player, and they can move and make red circles. That just sit there. That's boring, you want them to move. So, let's quick add some code. Give the bullet a move speed, a direction, and then each step, make it move according to length_x and length_y, fantastically useful default functions that here work to make the bullets omnidirectional. Now back to the player. We'll alter the fire bullet method so that instead of spawning the bullet where you click, it spawns the bullet at the player's position, x and y, and then aims it towards the mouse cursor with a useful point direction function. Click play, and it works as expected. Great, right? Wrong. Because you see, there's a little pernicious thing at the heart of every game, and that's frame rate. The step event happens every frame, which is fine at first, but the more complex your game gets, the more that steady frame rate threatens to dip depending on your hardware. If your game starts dropping frames, it makes the game go slower and things don't work properly. The worst part is, if you forget to counteract this early and consistently, it's a nightmare to fix retroactively, and you're about to find out why. These next steps might be a bit strange, so bear with me. Make a new script and name it delta time. Use the default variable delta time, and make these modifications to it, then return the resulting value. Go to your move player method, and whenever your move speed is added to x or y, multiply move speed by delta time. Go to your bullet step event and do the same thing with length_x and length_y. If you play the game, things shouldn't look too different, but rest assured delta time is at work. Whenever a value changes step by step, always remember to multiply it by delta time. So what is delta time, you might ask? Put simply, it's the amount of time between the previous frame and the current frame. It can be a bit hard to wrap your head around, but it makes sure that everything always moves at the speed it's supposed to, regardless of how many frames you miss. And a fun perk of delta time, try making a local variable called timescale. And to quickly clarify, var before any variable declaration means you've created a variable that's only relevant in the function you declare it in, called a local variable. It's useful when you want to multiply multiple things by the same value, but don't need that value elsewhere. Timescale's default value should be 1, but experiment with it and see how it affects the player's movement. If you make it 2, it'll make the player's time move twice as fast. If you make it 0.5, it'll make them move half as fast. And it also affects your bullets. Next time, you'll be adding enemies and walls to the game. See you then!